students. My name is Charlie the Connector. I am here to perform an experiment and to tell you about my favorite reading strategy. First, raise your hand if you like to read. Wow! That's what I like to see. Lots of readers. You know that the more you read, the more you know. I love to read. Now, let me ask you if you have ever read something and thought something like this. That reminds me of, or I remember a time when I felt that same way when, if you have, you were connecting to the text. You were making a connection between the text and your very own life. We scientists call those text-to-self connections. These connections are quite important to make while you read because it helps you relate to your story, which in turn helps you understand what you are reading even better. Eureka! Making connections makes you a better, more active reader. Now, there are other connections you can make with what you are reading. These connections may be a little harder to make because they require more thinking, but reading is thinking, so that is a good thing. Have you ever read a book and you think things like this? This character reminds me of a character from another book I have read. Or the characters in this book are facing a problem similar to the problem from another book. Or this book reminds me of another book that I read. If you have these things, then you were making text-to-text connections. It is important to make connections between text because you can compare and contrast the books and gain a deeper understanding of what you are reading. Making these connections will help you make better predictions about what might happen in the story. Scientifically speaking, you are firing the synapses in your encephalon, or you are using your brain. Sometimes we can even connect what we are reading to things that are happening in the world. These are text-to-world connections. In my humble scientific opinion, these require the most brain power. These are my favorite. When I read, I like to think about things that have happened in the world around me that relate to the text that I am reading. These connections make me think beyond my own experiences. I can think of things I have learned before, television shows, or movies I have seen, or even personal experiences of other people that I know. This kind of thinking takes me deeper into the text and expands my thinking. Reading is thinking. So Charlie the Connector wants you to open up those brains as you read. Relate or connect to your text. Use your prior knowledge, experience, and emotions to help you understand on a deeper level. Charlie the Connector says, use that brain power!